Hi, I'm Tony with Harper Therapy, and I am here with
Alejandra. Hi.
And she's another therapist with us at Harper Therapy, and we are continuing our topic on emotional intelligence. So we've talked about how to recognize it, that sometimes if you get really explosive, if you're always trying to fix someone, and recognizing maybe the cause of it is the emotional neglect from childhood, and realizing not being taught your emotions as a child can kind of cause some of these things.
Yes.
So when somebody comes into session and you're like, you don't have emotional intelligence, how do you help them?
I will never say that.
I
will
would.
say, well, maybe, but I will just be straight. No. I'll start with explain the whole emotional intelligence, explains that it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you never were taught by your parents, your teachers, right? So how can you cope with your emotions, validate them, validate other people if you don't know how to do it? So the process to go through that healing is what we call inner child work. Mm. And it sounds very weird to some people, and they're like, no, I don't think I want to do that.
Well, and we do weird stuff here at Harper,
yes, we
so
do.
it's kind of what we do.
You're going to have to, because it is going to help you get better. And it's just talking to a younger version of yourself. Mm-hmm. You get the opportunity to be the adult you wish you had in your life. You get the opportunity to do all the things none of those adults did for you, to validate yourself, to be mm-hmm. there for yourself, to say it's okay to be angry and let me mm-hmm. help you cope with that. It's okay to not be happy right now, or this is what sadness looks like. You get to do all of that to your inner child, to your younger self. And we do that through visualization and different things, but the more you do it and the more you try to teach younger you, hey, feelings are okay, it's not that bad, the more used to you get to it. And now in the present, you can actually be like, let me have a conversation about my emotions. Mm-hmm. And that's what we call inner child.
Well, then you can recognize when your inner child is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And because there's the different steps, because there's functional adult, adaptive child, and wounded child. Mm-hmm. And essentially we're going in to talk to wounded child. We go through all this in your session to help you understand. Because it's weird, but it could also be when you finally get it, it's really powerful.
It's really powerful. And you realize that what Tony was saying, sometimes your inner child comes up. Because sometimes mm-hmm. you maybe with your partner or work, and your boss or your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or your friend may do the same thing that your parents used to do. They may invalidate you. They may use mm-hmm. something that makes you upset. And when you're reacting, you'll start realizing, oh, wow, it's not me reacting as an adult. It was mm-hmm. a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old me who never got validated. Because you're doing the same coping skill that happened at that time.
Yeah.
So you go through that by just realizing that it's not me, it's my inner child. Helps you get better at it.
Absolutely, because I think sometimes people don't realize that that's what they're doing and that's what they're reacting to. And I know some people hate the word trigger or like what it brings up for them, but that's somebody doing something like what happened to you as a child, that you, when you were taught to numb or ignore or invalidate or just shrink, you get triggered by that and then you react, and then maybe a few hours later, maybe the next day, you're like, wow, I did not react well to that. I was a jerk. It was your inner child coming out because that was how you were taught to deal with those situations. Mm-hmm. So if you are interested in any of this, if this sounds like it's something that is resonating with you and you realize that sometimes you explode for no reason, or even one of the big things that stood out to me was numb. That's one of my favorite things to do. That's one of my favorite coping skills that I'm learning how to kind of turn off and recognize. So if you realize that you're just kind of walking through life numb, mm-hmm. give us a call. You can have a free consultation, set up some sessions. Our phone number is 813-434-3639. Have a great day, guys. Bye.